Hi everybody, welcome back to my War Games hobby channel. You can see I'm at the club tonight. I've got another game. Tonight I'm playing Saga, which is the new supplement, the Age of Chivalry. And I've only played one game so far. I just recently, I got this about a month ago and I was expecting to play quite a bit of it, but it hasn't worked out that way, which is a shame. But we're going to have a game tonight, me and Neil, and we've decided to play two factions in there that we feel should be played, War of Roses. And Neil's playing Lancastrians and I'm playing York. Neither of us have played these before, so we may be a bit slow, we may make mistakes, but we're going to give it a go anyway. In fact, if you look in the book, the army list is the same for both sides, the troop types that you can have, although it does suggest in the book that if you have mercenaries that they are taken from a list, I suggest, so that if you want to make it a bit more of a historical game rather than take any of the mercenaries that are available in the book. I've decided not to use mercenaries, but we both decided we're going to try the artillery out because that looks fun. I think the artillery, or the guns for that period, were very hit and miss, and the way they worked it out in the book is interesting. I think it will be very hit and miss. They'll either be fantastic and you're very, very well worth the points you spend on them, or they'll be complete rubbish. Because if you roll any doubles, you would take a fatigue on the unit that's firing the gun itself. So we're going to try that. I'm not sure if Neil's going to use mercenaries tonight. I think he might be using one unit. I've decided not to use any. So yeah, we're going to just see how it goes. Interestingly enough, if you look at the rules, you'll notice that the armies for York and Lancaster are the English and the Burgundian boards with a few little tweaks. Not sure why they did that. I possibly think that maybe it wasn't in the original plan to have War of Roses in the book, and then they decided later on to do it. So rather than do two complete new boards, they would just use clones of other boards that had already been agreed with just a few tweaks. Possibly that's the reason. But we're going to see how it goes anyway. We're going to play Clash of Warlords, and we're going to play, whatever if I remember the rules correctly, I think it's 6 turns, and see who wins after 6 turns. Right, Neil's just turned up, so we're going to lay out the table, and I just thought I'd have a little chat with you before we started so you know what we're doing, and hopefully you'll enjoy the game. I'm going to, as usual, not record the whole game. I will just do highlights, because I find it difficult with Saga. You have to concentrate on what you're doing, you have to focus, and I sometimes forget about the camera and forget to turn it on. So I'll only do highlights every so often to let you know how the game's going. I won't do what Graham does, because he does it brilliantly when he does record most of the game and edits it down to about an hour. I just find that too hard. It does my head in a little bit, so I'm going to do the easy option, just do an update every so often and let know what's happening. I hope you still enjoy that though. Right, so let's set the table up and then I'll start the video again and let you have a look at what we've deployed and what the table looks like. Okay guys, here we are. We've set up, as you can see, we've put the terrain out. Neil's over there. Hello Neil.
Hello.
And here's Graham, he's come to watch. Neil decided rather than fight across the table, because we're playing Clash of Warlords, he wanted to fight, well he rolled the dice and he had the option to do either, and he's decided to complicate things by fighting diagonally. So that's why you can see we've got to be M away from the centre line from corner to corner, and that's what we are at the moment. So I've got 3 dice on my board. Neil's going first and he's now deciding what he's going to do. So I've got a unit of Hearthguard in the middle here with my leader. I've got 2 units of Levy Bow. That's in rocky ground and they're in scrubland. I've got 2 units of Warriors, and I've got my gun over here with a unit of small unit of Warriors behind them. And then Neil's got 2 units of Levy Bow. He's got another unit of mercenary English bowmen there. He's got some Warriors mounted next to his Warlord. Then he's got a gun with another small unit of Billman, okay. So we're going to see how we get on. Neil's going first, and then I'll let you know what's happening when something interesting is happening.
Right.
Okay, so we've done our first moves. I'm just going to give you a quick update of what's happened. I was a bit rash. I sent my unit over here using this activation where I use I'd activate unit and move L, and then what I did was I charged into the levy in the wood, and I used the activate unit for a charge without generating fatigue. I then unfortunately rolled really badly, and I actually went back in again for a second melee, and in the end, how many figures you've lost in the end? 2, and I've lost 3. So I just rolled so badly in the first melee when I had a big advantage. But I have sort of pushed him back, and he's a bit congested in that wood, so I've disrupted him a little bit.
There we go.
My artillery fired. Look, there's a bit of smoke there. And they fired all the way over here into those guys in there. All I did was cause a fatigue on them. So it didn't really do a great deal, but it was fun trying anyway. So, okay guys, another update. Sorry I'm not doing that many updates, but I'm just so involved in this game I keep forgetting, which is why I don't like recording Saga, because they're too complex for my little brain to cope with. Right, you can see what's happened over here. I come out of that sort of rocky ground because I needed to get within range of some warriors that were there, which I did, and I shot at them and managed to kill a few. And then I went in with my 2 remaining Hearthguard, because they were here, but they got shot at from all the way from over there, because that's some English mercenary longbow, and they've got on L+M range. They killed 2, so I went over there with 2 more, finished that unit off. The warriors off, and now with that 1 Hearthguard is standing on his own. Over here, these shot in the wood and managed to kill a figure. I rested that unit. These still haven't moved. I've had the dice to do that really. So at the moment I've lost 3 Hearthguard and 1 levy and 4 warriors. And Neil has lost 3 levy and 6 warriors. So at the moment, Neil's up slightly because of my losses on my Hearthguard. Say this unit here, this longbow in the wood, shooting all the way over here, and I forgot they get an L+M range, and they rather decimated me. So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate.
I'll pick that up and roll
Okay,
again.
a bit of an update. My warriors there are now down to just 1 figure, although that levy unit in there is now only on 5. These are moved across and shot at them as well. My artillery opened fire on the guys, the English longbow in the wood, and managed to cause a fatigue and 2 casualties. I rolled well with that. And these shot over there as well, and got another couple of figures off. So I'm whipping them down, but I've lost my Hearthguard. So far I've lost 4 Hearthguard and 7 warriors. And Neil lost 6 warriors and
no, we had 2, then we had ready 3.
and another 8. No, 6 levy and 2 mercenaries. So I think Neil's still got the slight advantage, and it's his turn. We're on move 4. Yeah, the English longbow mercenaries are actually a very powerful unit, because not only have they got L+M range,
There we go.
they do get, if they're in cover, they get, it goes up 1 level, so in that wood they count as in cover, so that's really useful. Well, I'm whittling Neil down, you see he's only got 2 guys there, and his lovely longbowmen are now down to 3, because I've got another 2 casualties from my cannon, and I got another casualty when this the levy shot. The big mistake I made was I went in after his 7 warriors into that built-up area, and I lost 6 and then he lost 3, so that was a bit of a disaster for me. It was a risky thing to do, but I thought I'd try and get away with it. But I forgot that he gets a better save in there, in hard cover, but I don't. So I messed up with that really. So I've lost now, we've got there 14 warriors, 3 levy and 4 Hearthguard. Neil's got a bunch over there he'd lost, but he's still up at the moment. Although I'm glad that I've whittled his English longbow down to just 3 figures. But yeah, it's still the advantage to Neil, but not as much as maybe it was. Although if I hadn't have done that, I'd be up now, but I cocked up there. Never mind. Neil's go, he's wondering what he's going to do next. So it's the first time we both use these rules. We've been a bit slow, we're on turn 5 now. We will finish the game tonight. We thought we'd be a little bit slower, but as we played, we've got a little bit quicker. But the mistake I made was I spread out my army too much. The one thing about the Lancastrian warlord being Burgundians, effectively, they need to be close together so that the warriors help each other out, because there's a few activations on the board that really do benefit units being closer together, and I spread out a little bit too much. But there we go. That's the only way you learn, is to play a game. Okay, a bit of an update. You can see Neil's measuring in the wood because I went in to finish off his English longbow mercenaries. I needed to get rid of them. My warlord's got 3 fatigue, so he's going to try and finish him off. I think he'll be able to. He's got 5 dice. He's going to shoot me to bits there. I am slightly in the wood, so I do get cover. But, you know, then I can't see him surviving. Okay, so we finished the game. Big mistake I made was I sent my warlord in to finish off his English longbow. He only had 3 men there. I shouldn't have done that. Although I did wipe him out, I was stacked with fatigues. And he brought that unit into the wood and he shot me to bits. He actually needed 2 hits and he got 3. Well, no, I think he needed 2 and he got 2. Anyway, so I lost my warlord, so that's cost me the game because the game's ended after 6 turns. Neil had 21 points against me, I had 17 against him. So losing my warlord was indeed a silly thing to do. I shouldn't have sent him in, I shouldn't have worried about those last 3 longbows. I just didn't think he'd be able to do as much damage. I thought I would be too far away for him to do effectively with his levy to kill me. Yeah, so there we go. A lot learned on this game, what not to do, and next time hopefully I'll use them differently. Although I'll use a different force next time. I just want to try the different armies. I know what the English are like, I know what the French are like now. The English mercenary longbow are very effective indeed, I think. The fact that in a wood they count that as hard cover, so if you get them in a wood and they've got good shooting abilities, good range, and they did a lot of damage to my army, and I had to try and take them out and spend too many points doing it, really. Right, anyway, good game, and don't know how it's going to look when I show the video, but I've just showed you the highlights, that's all. I didn't want to do any more than that. It's too much for me to cope with. My little brain can't cope with videoing and playing a game of Saga. Sagas, you've really got to focus on your board and concentrate what you're doing, and so videoing it is rather difficult. But I hope it hasn't spoiled the viewing of it. I hope you've seen it was quite a good game, and despite the fact that I made a few errors. Right, that's it guys. See you soon.
Okay.